Welcome back, everybody, to Waterdeep Dragon Heist. This is episode 2037, and let's jump into the game.
Wait, 2037?
Play.
I thought it was 2036.
Why are we only level 3?
I like a slow burn.
Your sticker's gonna date this video.
Oh shit.
It's 2016.
I mean, I would say go vote, but it already happened, so never mind. Anyways, let's get into the Dungeons and Dragons. Even though there's barely any dungeons or any dragons in this adventure.
Or most.
There's no dragons?
He did say barely.
So, last we left off, you guys went back home and got wrecked by a... you were in the streets, and you fought a drow gunslinger, and the drow shot Ira, and he nearly died. You guys bandaged up the wound. He's all right now, still missing a few hit points, but you guys long rest, and you gain all your hit points back along with your spell slots.
Aren't you, like, super exhausted?
Yeah, am I?
I don't think so. Is he?
Maybe at the point of when he was still, like, injured.
Yeah.
Once you long rest and you wake up, you're okay.
I thought he took a bunch of poison damage or something. I don't know.
He was poisoned, but he wasn't exhausted. He had disadvantage on things, just like being poisoned is, but he's fine. Now, you guys wake up the next morning. It is a cloudy day outside, very overcast. You guys wake up, and there's just this dull light that kind of spills into Trollskull Manor.
It's not what it's called.
Trollskull.
Spectre and Spirits.
Spectre and Spirits.
Yeah, we
That's what
renamed it.
So, what are you guys doing on this lovely day?
Are you feeling well?
Let's kind of stretch a little bit. Yeah, I'm a bit better.
Well, we do have matters to attend to. Rather promptly, I would assume, as we are late on this investigation. Let's wake the others.
What? Oh.
Well,
Run over to wherever the heck you sleep. In the bath, probably.
No. I do have a bedroom with a private
Yeah,
bath.
no, I know. I hate you for it. Kick in the door.
Kick in the door?
Nah, we're fine. I'll open it.
Oh, okay. Well, still.
Open the door. Are
I'm
you
I'm
still
still
disguised?
waking up, man.
Do you stay in your disguise, or do
What
you
time is it? Because I might already be awake.
7:55 in the morning, because my craft is always 5 minutes early.
Well,
Why?
it's a good thing I wake up at 6.
Same.
Sucka. I'm up in the peak.
Oh, okay.
We should investigate, or rather invest, in a bell.
pretty sure we probably.
Mycroft,
have
are you in my
one.
room?
Well, I assumed that you would be up and ready to go.
Oh, well, that was a correct assumption. That doesn't mean you just walk into my room, though.
I have yet to have my
I thought-
morning tea.
I thought you said that we were going to walk in to wake them up.
That was my intention, if they were not already awake.
You could probably wake up Micah.
Then I will do so with a knock.
She loves trumpets in the morning.
I do not have in my possession a trumpet.
Nor do I.
I can help you out with that if you want.
Do you have a trumpet?
Yeah, I have a horn. It's the instrument that I usually play
Then why don't
when I'm
you-
not playing the dulcimer.
I don't know how to play that.
Whatever gets our morning along quicker.
Actually, I don't have a horn. I lied. I do have a pistol, though.
You're holding on to that.
Do this
Aw,
the
man.
Yeah.
old-fashioned way.
I had to get rid of my horn solos. I was looking up.
Maybe I'll go buy one later today. Well, you gonna wake her up?
Yeah, I'm heading to her door to knock on it.
What time do you wake up, Ari?
Probably the same time as my sister. What?
We should gather ourselves for the coming investigation.
I guess you're right.
Do you
So-
sleep in the master bedroom?
Who was it? Should we meet with that Zintern
Perhaps?
about the drow that we've killed for killing others?
We should, but that is not pressing as of this moment.
It could maybe allow information. We believe the Zentrum are involved, right? So maybe maybe you could glean something
Wolves?
off of them
Well,
with your way of talking.
I don't believe that we would benefit anything as of this moment speaking to the Zentrum because we have our investigation directly toward them. Once we gather clues from the investigation, that I have said that word too many times.
Then maybe we should gather whatever reward they have before we openly oppose them?
I would imagine so. Well, what do the two of you think?
In terms of gathering more information?
Where should we direct our attention? As we have... I'm forgetting this place. Everyone else wrote it down.
Well, there's Lord Daggle, right? Never Ember.
Oh, I have that. Here.
There's Erstal Floxin.
Yes, we need to go speak to him. Right?
Which one?
Where's the
Erstal?
Floxin?
Sure. What do we want to ask him?
At...
If I remember correctly, he's the one that...
Oh no, that's not correct. Yes,
The,
he is the one that got away with our mystery item,
yes.
which we can assume would be what we're after.
It is what we're after. Stone of Galore.
What are we trying to figure out with these guys?
And you know, actually, I believe the way that Erstal contacts someone is by being a Zentrum themselves. So maybe if one of us could get on the inside, I wrote it down anyways. That's what one of them said. If one of us can get on the inside, we can figure out a way to contact him, or for him.
Do you guys want to refresh on the information that you know?
I have it
Yeah,
all
sure.
written down.
Okay.
I think we should go back to the elven man who gave us the mission, shouldn't we? He's a Zentrum.
Then we
Get
shall
down?
head forward.
Okay. A quick refresher is you're looking for the fireball, or you're trying to find out who did the fireball. You figured out that it was a Nimblewright. You've been tracking down Nimblewrights all over the city. So far, none of them have seemed to been the ones that did the fireball. You learned from the dead bodies that the victims were Zentrum, and that they were they had a job to follow the gnome, and one person escaped. Only one person survived the fireball,
Who we deduced
which was Erstal
a
Floxin, who's living in Gralhund Manor.
Gralhund Manor, I did not write that.
Gralhund
Yeah.
Villa, sorry.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's all you know. Just to give you guys a heads up, because you've been talking about it and thinking about it. You do have the contact with the noble you saved in episode 1, which was Renaer. And he knows quite a bit about the Zentrum because he was nearly killed by them. So if you want to talk to him, that's always an option.
I'm trying to remember if the man who gave us the elf thing, right? The elves that were being murdered by the drow guy. The guy who gave us that mission was a Zentrum, wasn't
He
he?
was Zentrum in the
Yawning Portal.
Yawning Portal.
Was his name Davil?
I
believe
think
was,
it
yeah.
was.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you.
I didn't write that down because that was specifically with Micah. So.
It was with him. He explained it to us, though.
Oh, okay.
Did we gather anything? Oh, he turned into a puddle, didn't he? No, yes, he did. He
Everything
exploded.
except for
We
his head.
detonated him.
Oh yeah,
Except for
he was turned into a puddle. Yes, the
Except for
drow.
his head.
His head?
Yes.
Where do we have that?
You don't have it. Sorry, I'm just confirming stuff for me. I am saying
That's right.
yes to myself. Yeah, you guys left the body there on the docks.
Should we go speak to Davil?
We were really tired.
Characters probably were too.
Well, we have Davil, Erstal,
I think that Davil could give us information on.
or Renaer.
If we spoke to Renaer, we could get more information regarding the stone itself and what purpose it serves. I do believe, as the heir to the title that possesses the incredible amount of wealth that his father had, he would likely feel entitled to it. So he may know a lot more than he leads on.
Now, yeah, I do think we should talk to Renaer again. I do think we should go talk to Davil, just because we completed his...
At the very least, we would
Now,
gain.
does he know about the rest of your group?
Yes, he does.
Okay, just in case we show up.
I believe the only piece of evidence that we collected, however, was your pistol.
Okay. From the drow, yes.
But I mean, he didn't know who was doing it, so just tell him that we got rid of it and that the attacks will stop.
We could check and make sure that we've gotten rid of it tonight. What if there was more than one of them? If there were more than one, then one would take its place, yeah?
If there were more than one, then that would overcomplicate what we have to do to get paid. I'd rather assume that we have succeeded with the piece of evidence that we have, and then be recast into the mission for more earnings. Well, if we are done dilly-dallying, we should head off to the yawning portal.
Right.
It's kind of a stormy day, isn't it?
Apparently so.
Maybe I should get my heavier
That's it.
clothes.
I'm going to get my umbrella.
Just put on my hood.
Alright.
I go upstairs and try to find an umbrella.
Very loud.
It got really loud for us.
Sorry, I had to close the window.
You, alright, you get your coat. Jesus Christ.
Up!
Stop
Blew up the
opening.
window again. I just like to, can't decide.
Keeps blowing open. Somebody get the stick.
The stick?
This is what it sounds like it's in your
The
cat.
spectre.
Alright, so you go get what?
An umbrella.
An umbrella? Yeah, you have a few, actually, in the tavern.
I'm just putting on my hood because my coat is like a...
You guys are just in your upper area. You're not even in the tavern part yet. So you grab hood, umbrella. You guys getting anything? Or you just going out and getting
The
soap?
flesh of my ancestors.
Does my cloak have a hood?
Oh yeah, you're a rogue, definitely.
No. The cloak ability.
Oh yes, of course it does.
Yes.
Jacob, question. So you said that drow, his head turned into a puddle.
No,
I
his head was
specified
still there.
that
His
everything-
body was turned into like a puddle.
Okay. By you?
I specifically specified, that I didn't want his head to do that because I planned on taking his head so we could go to the clerics, but I don't remember if I said that or not.
Okay.
But it seems like I didn't say
I just
that.
didn't even remember that happening, so...
The way we're gonna say what happened is you probably planned on doing that, but Ira got shot and
Yes.
you were more caring about taking care of him. You left that behind on accident. Unless I'm wrong on the last episode, but I don't think you did. I don't remember that.
Well, I'll go back and maybe...
What did you think that you did?
I remember because I was the one who killed the drow. And I remember saying that I wanted everything except for his head to turn into like mush, so that we could go to the clerics and have them cast Speak with Dead.
Yep.
But you neglected
Alright.
to collect the head.
Yeah, I don't believe we ever grabbed it.
Yeah.
You look
I think
down,
it
you
was
see your
kind of
backpack, and you're
implied.
like, maybe. Roll a percentage dice.
I think it was
There's
kind
a
of-
20% chance you grab that head.
Tell the chance.
So that's 80 and above.
No, it's 20 below.
No, I didn't do it.
You go over the backpack and it's not there.
I'm gonna go look on.
Alright. So. What are you guys doing?
We decided we're heading to the yawning portal. And hoping that the gun will be enough evidence.
Can I remember if his name is Davil or not?
I do remember his name was
Can
Devil.
I mean, I have it written down.
Sure.
I mean, do you not want me to?
Not really anymore.
Okay.
But no, go ahead. I'll let you in the past. Do it.
You don't want me to.
I changed my mind.
Like 11?
11?
Yeah.
You don't remember the name of that elf. Could
Well-
be Devil.
I'm just gonna say his name's Davil, because
Alright.
that's what I think it is.
It's either
You
that
guys
or-
go back to the yawning portal, and it takes a few hours to get over there. And you make your way inside.
I'll head over to the table that they were at last.
Right.
Leading everyone with me.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. You go over. You find him in there as well. The very handsome, long, blonde-haired half-elf looking, and he holds his hand up.
We have completed your task.
We?
As
Hello.
I do recall, I did advise that I would be accompanied for security of success.
I don't remember that, but
You're aware this is Mycroft, right? Mycroft Icarus, the Icarus cartel.
Jacob,
He leads us.
out of game, I vividly remember him saying, "And what about my 3 companions?" when he talked to your girl the first time.
apologies if my memory is fuzzy. I only tend to recruit individuals. But, so be it. What have you found?
We have concluded that it was indeed an endeavor conducted by a single drow who used a rather powerful firearm, which we have collected off of his corpse, which we disintegrated by incident.
Sorry.
What does this room look like?
You're in the awning portal.
It
It's
looks
just a
like
massive
it's just a
cavern.
part of the
Yeah,
awning
you're
portal?
just in the awning portal.
Okay, I wasn't sure if we were just in a piece of it, if we were in like a side room or.
I think it's all open for the most part.
I'm eating a breakfast sandwich.
Where'd you get that?
Some guy was on the street eating shit.
No. Did you give me one?
You're lost. No? Did you want one?
Right.
Yeah, go get me
Did
one.
you find Hilda?
Hilda.
Sorry, I don't know that. Did you? How did it go down?
Well, we followed a drunken gentleman who we concluded would absolutely be executed due to his inebriated state.
What is he, an elf?
Yes.
Yes, he
He
was.
was
Very
blatantly.
drunken sailor.
Pretty ugly.
And we followed him into an alley where we saw a glimmer of light. And from behind this glimmer, we killed an elf. A dark elf.
Yeah.
Also called Drow.
It's not uncommon for the drow to see elves in that way. They're not
Yes.
typically the most savory
They
type.
think they are very much superior to every other type of elf.
Makes sense. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And for allowing that man to live another day. He hands you each a pouch. They clink with gold. We count it out. You each get 50 gold pieces.
Oh my goodness. That's more money
You
than
also
we've
have
gotten.
one renown with this interim.
That's more money than we've gotten the entirety of all the games of this that we've played.
This interim
Speak for
pay.
yourself.
Yeah.
I hate to rush you into another job, but if you're willing, I have more work.
We do actually have a certain matter that we are tending to of our own accord in regards to the fireball that was lobbed into an alley next to our manor. Are you familiar with the freelance gentleman Erstal Floxin? Floxin.
Still Floxin. No. It must be this other black network.
I'm going to insight.
Could
Go
you
ahead.
perhaps elaborate further, as I have
I
a
believe him.
fuzzy memory regarding your doppelganger.
I work with the Zentrim, but there's this rogue black network of Zentrim running throughout the city doing things unauthorized. I'm here to put a stop to that.
Is there any unique deviations that we could perhaps use to identify who we now work with and who we do not?
No, they dress and act just like us.
How do we
With
put,
Zentrim, we stay in the dark and we hide in the shadows.
how do we put this rogue down?
If we believe what Herstal did, he definitely wasn't in the shadows.
Yes. They're being uncareful. They're fighting some Xanathar guild. It's not their business.
And you are not.
No, it's not our way. Or not at least mine. What?
That is going to prove useful, knowing that you are not in direct
Well, we have a...
aggression.
ways of centering. But our goals do not align with this other black network.
But you did state that the Zentrum themselves, widely cast about as they are not often combating the Xanathar's guild.
There's a rumor of hundreds of thousands of dragons.
As we have heard, I believe rumors such as a vault containing that much dragon gets around rather quickly.
The Black Network would be very intrigued by this money. However, the way that these people are going about it is the wrong way. I will not lie, we are interested. Just the execution is sloppy. In any case, I have more money, and you could do some more favors for us if you want to be a part of something big.
What is your request, and we shall agree as our own?
There's a shop in the trains ward. It's called Weird Bottles Concoctions. You heard me right. Weird Bottle. However, the gnome who runs it is a friend of ours. His name is Schemo.
That's great. That's awesome.
He's made some potions of mind reading for a client. If you could pick up the potions and deliver them to the Godcatcher, one of the enormous statues in the castle ward I'm sure you've seen. Give the potions to the lady in the purple cloak, and keep the tip.
What district is the Godcatcher in?
It is in the castle ward. Just take those potions, bring them over to the woman in the cloak by the Godcatcher, and she'll... You know what to do.
And what level of urgency is this?
It's important. Get it done as soon as possible.
Is this something that we can make time for?
Of course.
Right.
We can always make more time for things if it pays. You know that.
Then we shall accept your offer.
Thank you. Alright, so what do you guys do?
Well, the funky thing about working for someone as powerful as the Zentrum is that we can't be sloppy. That's sort of spoken out of character, but I guess it could be in.
Will we have our
I'm saying
conversation?
we probably shouldn't steal this shit.
Oh, well, yeah.
I'd rather not work for the Zentrum anymore. Especially if it's just little tasks like this.
And especially if they aren't getting us any closer to the dragons going about. I believe we should pursue other interests as soon as possible.
Agreed.
So coming back to the table as we're leaving, I'll go over to him.
He's actually putting a coat on.
I neglect to inform you that the, what was it called? What was our tavern called?
Spectre and Spirits.
The Spectre and Spirits is facing some rather difficult issues at this time, and we may not be able to make room in our calendars for this delivery. Our most humble apologies, and we shall return when we have less pressing matters at hand.
Nods. And then walks out.
Now, that's probably not good, but it's a lot better than just saying we're gonna do shit and then never do it.
No, Ghosting works great.
Alright. What are you guys doing?
Hey, do you mind if I go buy some things real quick? Now that I have some money.
I suppose we have time,
What do you need?
but
I want to learn new stuff.
we should
Go buy some
find
ink.
Floxin as soon as possible.
Okay.
Well, we know where he lives. Maybe we just go there.
Of course, yes, but the issue at hand is when. We do, however, have knowledge of very freely handed potions of mind reading. We could simply track a gentleman who is trying to deliver them. and intercept it.
But we don't know that they're going to Urstal.
But no, they're not.
Right.
You'd want to keep them.
Yes, of course.
I was.
So what? Wait for the delivery to begin, and then just take
Yes, of course.
potions and kill the man.
Uh,
Because if we don't, then they'll
It depends
speak
on the
to.
situation. Not that they'd familiarize our two.
You two need to figure out how to change your faces.
I can't. Not really someone that can do that.
There's
Honestly,
spells.
I could change my height.
There's a piece of paper floating right next to you.
Oh, hello.
Right. Well,
Grab it.
the whatever we just said, I guarantee you, not something that will be heard. But I can get there.
Sorry.
Another one floats by.
Hey, what's his name?
Floating ramen.
I don't mind that idea. Though.
What? Oh,
Slowly.
oh, okay.
As long as
Yeah,
we're
sometimes.
sure that we're not seen, it could
They're
work.
hard to tricky to unfold.
So does the tin
A
bot.
pair of balls.
He asked me what he thought he deserved,
Are there more?
so I got him balls.
These are my balls.
Nice. Are
These
there
are
more
Tim's
of
balls.
Those are the two.
Those are the two.
Logan wants to share.
Yeah, tea, green.
Hey,
We
Jacob.
have a job to do.
From?
I'm just gonna
Oh,
cry while
there's-
Is it twist open?
Who?
Find out for yourself, man.
Okay. I was just about
Yeah,
to
it is.
try and remember what they had told me to do.
We told you to do something.
I think so.
It's an old woman and her cat who need our help.
Nope, that wasn't it. But sounds rather urgent.
There's a monster. She trapped a monster in her bookshop.
Oh, it's a bookshop.
Yes.
Can we go do this right now?
Yes.
What?
There's an old woman and a cat that are about to die.
They're not going to die. She trapped a monster in
To
her
die.
bookshop. They're about to die, like my sister said.
Inside.
Real insight.
I mean, well, she's not on the verge of death.
That's 2 3s in a row, dude.
Should I roll just in case I
Wait,
get a natural
yeah.
one?
Sure.
Yeah,
I have super good insight.
That was a one for a second. Whew.
I would do a persuasion roll, not a deception.
Oh, okay.
Because you're not lying. You're just trying to get them to go.
It's the same anyway, so.
Persuade.
Yes, it is.
It's a
lying.
15.
Yeah.
Blatant
15.
lying.
Yeah, I thought it was blatantly lying.
I mean, we're not
dude.
lying.
It's
She
not.
might die.
She's not lying.
That's why. That's
It
why.
literally
She
says,
said-
"Holy shit, this lady's gonna die! Hurry up!"
Oh.
So
Oh,
let me determine.
Lead the way.
okay. It sounded like the way it was explained to him sounded like the person wasn't going in that much danger. Okay.
You can still roll insight on it, but I was telling him you're not lying. You need to
Right.
roll persuasion.
It's probably just not what's at the forefront.
Find her something.
We'll lead the way. I do believe I have an
Should we go
idea
speak
as
to her
we're
first?
running. Yes.
Or should we go to her?
We're leaving immediately.
Okay.
His urgency is very convincing. Or her. I don't know.
It's a woman.
Her. They're both
her.
female right now.
For now.
I'm pretty sure you pretty much always stay in that form, don't you?
She does.
All right, you guys run your way over.
As we're running, I do believe I have an idea to change my face.
Okay.
The only sort of creatures that are my height would be a half-orc. I would simply need... It would be offensive if it were unsuccessful, but I would need to put on green face.
I could see how that'd be offensive. I think.
Yes.
You think you could help him?
Perhaps.
I'm not
We
one
should-
for the makeup.
Well,
Do you
if we're
want to
going to
speak
do
to
that,
her
why
first, or
don't
should
we
we go
just
straight
be
to her shop?
the backup?
Wait,
in
is
case
she in a
they
separate
fail
place?
to
Yes, she
obtain
went to
them?
a tavern.
Let's go talk
If
to
they
her.
fail, then we
Jacob, we're gonna
interfere.
head to
We don't even need to have this
the,
guy.
It's always good to have a backup plan.
I
The
suppose.
tavern on the street of Sorn Street and Salver Street?
That audio might be a bit loud.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
not. Trust me.
It's kind of distracting for me, but
Sorry.
For us.
You're going to where?
the tavern where she is.
Okay, so you're making your way over there. You guys run your way over there. How far away is it from the iron port?
They didn't say.
Well, can you see from the whatever? It takes a few hours to get over there. Maybe about 1 hour.
It's in the trades ward.
Okay, you guys run your way over. You see that it's a very busy looking street, and you see a woman outside of the tavern that she's at, and she is currently just her hands are in her face. She's just crying.
Can I say something along the way before we get there?
All Alright.
Yeah, we had an hour.
Yeah, what would you say?
I'll say to Goblin. To Goblin.
To Goblin.
Who's Goblin?
In Goblin.
Ah.
Spooky.
According to the messenger, she's not the most trustworthy, but they owe her a favor.
Most Harpers aren't trustworthy.
She's not. She's just a woman that I guess she likes to make up stories.
Okay.
So,
Well,
kind of like the boy who cried wolf. I don't like that one.
How far away is the woman?
goblin who cried
This is on the
wolf.
way, so you're probably about 10 minutes away at this point.
10 minutes away from the woman?
Yeah,
So we
because
see
this
her.
This was said
No.
beforehand.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
We
Okay.
went back in time.
And
Now you're done?
yes.
Okay. You're 20 feet away from her. You see this old woman, she's got kind of a, you know, what those old ladies wear, like a little hood around their head. She's got this big coat, and she's just outside, and she's sitting on the steps to her home, and she's just got her hands in her
Is
face.
this her, or do we keep running?
I
This
think
is
it's
her.
her.
Very well. Madam, we are
Oh.
here to rescue you from your demons.
You see
Who's
an
that?
older looking woman, as she kind of looks up to you, she's got tears in her eyes. Oh, who are you?
We're here to kill
I
the
forgot
thing
her
you
name.
trapped in your shop.
Oh,
Icarus Cartel.
Really? You are?
We're with the Harpers.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Or
I
that.
thought
I
you
just-
didn't just say that.
I have keys. It's you must be careful.
So what is it exactly
Philippa's
that's...
still in there with the monstrous thing.
Your cat. We will try to save your cat.
What is it exactly that's in there?
It's just, I didn't get a good look at it, but it's a monstrous orb of many eyes. Oh,
Well, welcome to our... Oh, no, I know what this is.
How many eyes?
I didn't count.
I think we
It's
should
fine.
just find
It's
our way.
likely that there will be 4.
Did it have a mouth?
It's okay. Mother and father fought many
A big,
things.
big mouth.
So
It was almost its whole body.
if they could do it, then we could do it too.
Yeah, I want to roll insight to see if she's like panicking a bit too much.
Like she's
Like if she's overreacting.
overreacting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I completely trust this person.
It's a balloon.
No one told me not
Um,
to.
11.
She doesn't look like she's like trying to make a story out of
Yeah.
it. She's more just she's a bit she's probably exaggerating to make it sound scarier,
Yeah.
but she doesn't look like she's lying about it. She's
Well-
like, it was this big, it was this blur of eyes, and it came rushing for me, and I ran outside, and I left poor Philippa inside.
Well,
I
We
guess
should-
there's nothing left to do but go in.
any day is a good day to die. Unlock
We're
the
not
door.
gonna die.
We'll be back.
I'll open the door.
It's
Slip in.
important.
We're
You're
not.
at the front door.
Where else do you want us to go in at? If it's right there, I doubt
Okay,
it's right
okay, all right. Just let me back up.
there. Sure.
I'll unlock
It's
it.
important to
All right, you walk
accept
over
what's
and
happening.
you click it.
Oh, I've accepted it. It doesn't mean that I think it's gonna happen today.
Be prepared.
I got shot yesterday. My
And
prophet.
you
I
could have died.
potentially yes, if they hadn't been here.
And you could get shot today.
You look
Did you
inside
expect to
on
die
the interior.
yesterday?
I'd prefer to not think
It's
about it.
very dry. When you step your way inside, the interior is in shambles. The bookcase is knocked over. Not like dusty, but like it's like a fight happened. It's just a mess.
As we finish walking in, I'll look to Mycroft and I'll say, if I start thinking about it, then that's when I stop being me. I stop acting.
You see a
and I
stairway
start
that goes
regressing.
up, and as soon as
Very well.
you finish stepping in, you kind of shut the door, and you kind of there's like a creak of the wood underneath you, and as soon as you do, from upstairs here,
Well, Philippa's still around.
Well,
Can I try to stealth upstairs?
yeah, roll stealth.
I'll follow.
shout if
I'll
you
go.
begin to die.
There we go. 22.
7.
All right.
You could just wait.
Micah, you make your way over and you grab the end of the stairs.
And then as I start going up, I'm like, you could just let me do it. You're not the quietest. I'm sorry. But it's true.
You could also stay down here.
Yes, but
Continue.
She's not
This
being
is-
loud.
okay.
You guys are making your way up the
Oh,
stairs,
okay.
and then towards the end steps, Micah, you slip on a drip. There's like water dripping in from the storm, and you slip and you make a noise. You guys quietly make your way up, and you kind of peek your way above. You see a hallway down to the rooms. Turning down the hallway, floating in the air, is this small basketball-sized thing. It has tentacles coming off the sides with eye stalks and a big eye in the middle, and it looks at you and it goes meow. Roll initiative.
We fought one before.
Yes, this is a gazer.
Great.
Yay.
We're gonna die.
We're gonna be fine.
Yep.
Quick, we have to save the cat. It turned into a gazer.
Natural 20.
Very nice.
We don't do natural 20s, right? Well, we
Sorry, I'm like,
keep
add
adding.
your modifier too.
23.
I don't think any of us got higher.
That was very close.
25 to 20.
22.
Why'd you go off?
Did I go off?
Yeah.
What'd you got 22?
Yeah.
20 to 15. 15 to 10.
Oh, I got a 14. Sorry. Just trying to remember.
Natural 4.
Nice. Mycroft stubbed his toe on the way in.
It's more like I'm wary because
Yeah.
I'm pretending I'm ready to die.
You've opened a book.
Yeah, I'm waiting for everyone else to die first.
Just like reading the bookshelf while you wait.
Yeah.
All right.
I hope that gives a little more insight into why Iris the way that he is.
That makes sense.
He's more like, if I don't live every day to the fullest, then I'll just not live at all. Boom. That's his.
All right.
That's sort of what he's trying to say.
Ira, you're first. You see. You
Can it
this
see me
gazer?
yet? Because I was also stealthing. And I had a 22. So
You're not sure. Well, oh, you're fucking rogue. You need to know.
that's why I'm asking.
No, it does not know you're there.
Cool. As she like slips and like goes over, I'm gonna kind of stop. And then
Well, you guys made it to the top of the stairs, and she kind of looks up down the hallway. You're kind of backed up against the wall still, and you see her go, and you hear meow. So you know there's a threat over there. So you
Okay.
can ready like a dagger.
yeah, I'll prepare a dagger, and actually I'll prepare. I have 2 daggers, so I'll grab both of them.
Okay.
I'm just gonna.
You
two
turn
weapon
down the
fighting.
hallway, and you just give a quick look. You see the gazer, just immediate, and then yeah, you get sneak attack.
Cool. So that's a 16
That's a hit.
and a 14.
Those are both hits.
Nice. Only get sneak on 1, but nice when you have a short sword also alongside the 2 daggers, so I can throw both daggers and still have a weapon.
You need to get a chain of returning.
What's my sneak attack up to? 2d6. Cool. Alright, it could have been better, but it could have been a lot better, honestly. 2, 3, 5. 14 damage.
Oh,
That's pretty good.
very good. 14 damage. How do you kill this thing?
Oh, cool.
Together.
We did the last one with 4.
I hear you gasp, and so I just immediately grab both daggers and I look up, and as I see it, I pull back and I realize that it's not a cat, like, and it just catches it both like right in the center eye.
The eye just it goes and it falls onto the ground instantly, and it dies.
You okay?
Hmm?
Alright.
I look around for Philippa.
Make an investigation check.
I would have like sprinted up.
Oh, you run up and you see a dead
I
gazer.
think we killed the threat, and this is more than one of them.
The lady didn't make it sound like that.
I'll
What'd
walk
you get?
over and
A
I'll.
1.
You see the cat anywhere?
I'll walk over
The
and I'll.
cat bumps into your leg.
Oh,
I'll walk
Hello,
over and
I
pull my
think it-
daggers out. And
Carol animal handling?
that looks like the cat's
Roll
leg
animal
now.
handling.
It's probably moose.
It's a white
No,
cat
she's
with
name is
light brown
Philip.
spots on it.
14.
I'm gonna call it moose.
His name is Philippa, which is
Alright.
What'd you get?
Philippa.
14.
It's purring.
Hello, Philippa.
I'll walk over and pull my daggers
I'm
out.
gonna
Pull the
check
daggers out.
check
And
the
then
other
I'll go ahead
one.
and walk through and make sure
Yeah.
there's nothing else.
Yeah.
Nothing else. Just looks like there was like she scrambled to to try to kill this thing and like probably threw books at it and it never died, so she just ran outside. You hear it, and the old lady comes in. She says, "Did you get it?
Yes.
I
Yes,
believe
it's
they
dead.
did. I'm
Thank
standing
you.
like right next to the door reading a book.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, I have nothing to offer you, but I do have. She begins to ruffle through all the books. She says, "Ah!" She pulls out a book. She says,
I'm standing right next to her downstairs, so I'll pop it.
"Here you are."
I think that should go to Lucy, who's also downstairs.
I'm just curious as to its contents.
You flip through it, and you don't understand any of it. It's just like runes.
This is absolutely going to you.
To me.
So I did sprint up to check on them.
Mm-hmm.
On my way down, can I investigate, like, to look at all the books and see if I see anything
Oh, like-
interesting?
I'll like
Sure.
slide down. Is there like a
Yeah.
banister? I'll, like slide down and I'll look at the book. I'll say, "What's that there?"
She now has it.
No,
Did
she
it-
isn't even down yet. Wait, I'm confused now.
So
Yes.
Yeah, no, she
Well, you
they
were investigating coming
walked
down.
down before I did. You guys like started walking down. I was
To give
probably
her
still
her
up
cat
there.
back. Here's your cat.
Well, then I'll look at the book
She's
that's in your
alive.
hands.
Thank you.
I don't know. Whoever has the book.
Can I read the book?
She has the book.
You flip through the book, you don't understand anything.
It's your magic crap.
Okay, I get down.
Here I go.
Now I'll look at it.
You both
I
go look at
kind of want to like peek over. And
I'm gonna
see if
hold
I
it,
can
and
read
then
it.
yeah, he's gonna look
Yeah,
it
both
over.
of you recognize it's a spell book.
Oh,
Okay.
this is like.
Do I know what spells are in it?
This is like what Dad used.
Sure do. Make a percentage check.
Ira laughs and he's like, he never taught me the full thing, he just taught me shorthand, and that's why I just have all these little notes instead.
Shorthand.
Yeah, that's how I imagine Arcane Tricksters know, is into like shorthand magic.
Likely.
88.
88.
See, this is my snack. You didn't even give me a sandwich, and now you're trying to.
Madam,
steal
is that
my crap.
all you have
Pretty
to
good.
offer us?
Those are mine.
Unfortunately, yes. Thank you so much. 88.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's got reroll.
It's
What?
got re-rolling.
Reroll.
Yes,
What was it?
reroll.
Oh.
That's a 40.
Ice knife.
Ooh. Okay.
Reroll. Roll again. It costs some money to put those in your book. Though.
I know.
Or just read them
Just
from
making
that
sure.
room.
What'd you roll?
52.
Just keep 2 spell
Magic
books.
missile.
I was gonna ask.
Yay!
You totally can.
Hey, Jacob, question. Could you prepare spells from different spell books?
Just not spell scrolls, I believe.
No. It's not how that works. It's written in a different manner, and you would have to write it and practice it and study it on your own by putting it into your book.
Yeah.
By making it
so
special to you.
so it is how I imagined it, is that like each wizard has their own personal language of writing that they
Correct.
use.
Yes.
It's exactly.
And then
it.
it's essentially you're translating it
Mhm.
over to your language. That's cool. I like that.
That's why it takes like 2 hours
I like
per
that a
spell
lot.
level.
It's also magic. That's how scrolls work. Scrolls, you could take somebody else's writing and cast that out of it, but then all the magic's gone.
I like that.
What was your third roll?
74.
Reroll.
93.
Reroll.
Why are all the high numbers reroll?
55.
Ray of Sickness.
Oh.
Roll your fourth one.
Too much power.
30.
Find Familiar.
Balance.
Roll again.
69.
69. See Invisibility.
Ooh, that's nice.
Roll again.
59.
Phantasmal Force. And what's more?
$82.
82.
Roll again.
And Web.
All right. Wow, what a great thing for Uncle Ben to have.
Uncle Ben shooting webs.
Oh, why has that not been a thing yet?
Oh
That'd
man.
be great.
There's got to be an
A
alternate
comic? Yeah.
universe, yeah.
All right. So,
Like our cousin Peter had that.
You guys
He had
gain-
what?
Yeah, he had web.
You
How
guys
did he
gain
get web?
another
You
renown.
don't remember? He had one of those things.
One of what things?
Wands.
He had a wand of web?
Yes.
How did Peter get a wand of web? He was an idiot.
I don't know. He went in like a card game.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right, what do you guys do?
Good old Peter Parker. His wand of web.
Are you sated?
Well, I still never got to. I wanted to get stuff for a spell.
We have pressing things to do. We have potions to steal. We have body paint to collect. And we have a manor to visit.
I mean, I just wanted to go buy some stuff. It's not gonna take me very long. I just need to get some ink.
Then I will do the same.
Okay.
All right, you guys are gonna go buy shit.
Do you think that that is so important that we need to do it? Like the read thoughts potions. Is that very important to you?
They are very expensive.
It also seems like we could get on the bad side of the Zentrum.
That's why I'm investing in a disguise. Might you be able to help me with that?
I don't really want to get on the wrong side of the Zentrum.
Are you not already?
No.
And I don't imagine how we could if we are simply stealing from a caravan and promptly exiting.
You don't think it's a little obvious that we just got a mission and then denied it, and then the potions that we know about are taken?
Not if we never interact with him again.
That is pretty obvious, though. He might send people out to find us.
Well, forgive me for my infinite stupidity. Let's go to the manor.
He does.
Purchase your
Send
ink.
The only issue I see with
The
it,
Moffat,
Mycroft, is that he does know where we live.
Did you hear that?
Too, right?
Yeah.
Didn't know it was
like buzzing?
us.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't have reason
It's
to
a
believe
moth.
that it wasn't.
Oh, don't kill us.
They are not
What?
sloppy.
I just heard like a very faint.
It's a moth.
I didn't hear that. I heard like scratching, like as if like claws were on the carpet or on the tile,
Oh,
and then it sounded like it was like running across the
it's
tile.
probably just a moth.
Demon moth.
Yeah.
All right, sorry.
I
We
sent.
just talked.
Nothing.
I sent a letter to the Harpers saying we killed the gazer. Philip is. Oh wait, no. Who's that? What's her name? It's fine. Her cat is fine. She wasn't lying. Mission
Okay.
complete. Along the lines of that.
Is her name not in the?
It is.
Last
her name's-
pick.
Any current Harpers gain one more renown. Is anybody else a Harper? Are you guys?
I don't think they were ever inducted into it.
We took a quest for it, but then they never gave us anything. Or, I don't
Oh,
know if
did
we
you?
ever did
You
it
guys
or not.
completed that first quest, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you both should have one renown because you're technically Harpers.
Oh.
Now you have 2 renown. You guys have 3 renown.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know that they ever actually gave it to us.
You should have 1 Zentrum renown, 1 Force Grey renown, 2 Harper renown, and 3 Harper renown for you two.
Cool.
By having 3 Harper renown, I think you get something cool for that.
What do they call the Harpers? Because there was like Grey
Yeah, I'm
Hand
gonna get that
Initiate,
renown.
and then the Zentrum too.
You guys have so many titles.
Yeah. If I could get the title for those.
Yep, I'm doing it right now.
We're just like Daenerys.
Oh yeah. And it's funny because
Greetings to the Grey Hand Initiate, the Harper, whatever, the Zentrum, whatever, self-named top rogue of the city.
You guys are for 3 renown. You guys are now Harp Shadows. That's the second tier.
Okay.
And you need 3
So
renown
what
for
are
it.
we?
You guys are Still Watchers.
I never knew that that's what we were in the first place.
That's your rank.
Was it for Zentrum?
Your first rank for Zentrum is Fang.
Cool, and then Grey Hand is Initiate.
Yeah. If you get 3 renown with the Harpers, you become a Harp Shadow. If you get to 10 renown, you become a Bright Candle. You get 25 renown, you become a Wise Owl, and 50 is a High Harper. And for Zentrum, it's Fang, Wolf, Viper, R-Dragon, Dreadlord.
Hi.
So, yeah,
Dreadlord.
What is the Grey Hand one called?
Initiate.
Yeah, they're very bland. Alright, so where are you guys headed? What are you doing?
To put spells in my book, I just have to buy special ink, right?
Yes.
Paper and ink costs 50 gold.
Okay, I'm going to a bookstore to buy special ink and paper.
Alright, 3 of those spells were 2nd level spells. They cost double.
Yes, I'm using one from the last book I got from the orc or whatever. I'm
Gotcha.
gonna get Unseen Servant.
Alright, you make your way to, right next to Spectre and Spirits, a store called...
Wait, is it called Bookworm's Treasure?
Sure is. You make your way inside and you buy your wizard shit there. They also have books for sale.
Are there any books that aren't magic?
No, they have magic books.
Are there any books that aren't magic?
Probably. Likely.
Do you have the thing yet where
No. They only have spell books.
Okay.
spells that are of your class cost half?
You get that as soon as you take your school, which is our 2nd level.
Or any of the spells?
Yes, I've already taken Shield, which is
Shield?
half. Yeah.
In Bookworm's Treasure, they have Comprehend Languages, Detect Magic, Featherfall, Find Familiar, Mage Armor, Magic Missile, Shield, Unseen Servant, Arcane Lock, Continual Flame, Dark Vision, Invisibility, Magic Weapon, Misty Step, Rope Trick, Suggestion, Clairvoyance, Counterspell, Dispel Magic, Fireball, Fly, Non-Detection, Water Breathing, Arcane Eye, Fabricate, Greater Visibility, Ice Storm, Locate Creature, Polymorph, Bigby's Hand, Cone of Cold, Modify Memory.
Alright, some of those are way higher level
Yes,
than what I
some
can
of
do.
those are good
So
And that gave me some bad memories reading all those.
yeah,
So,
we'll come back. We'll come back to that later. You can do
I'm
that.
sitting in this chair, reading spells.
Can I go there as Viola?
That's Viola. Alright, you buy your stuff?
Yep.
Anybody else doing anything?
I have no need for this wizard crap.
I was gonna go by.
This stuff is
Says the
actually really
sorcerer.
cool. I just can't read it fully.
First, I was going to look for somewhere that would sell a hat of disguise.
Okay. That's nowhere. There's no magic shops in Waterdeep. You would have to make your way around and try and locate somebody who would sell one, which you can
No
do.
magic shops in
We
the
won't
Waterdeep.
do. The normal rules say you have to spend a week doing it. I won't have you spend a week. You can do a day.
Okay.
Because you guys kind of live in the city, so.
There's no magic shops
Yeah,
in Waterdeep. This giant ass city that's.
Us
What
being-
the fuck?
Who wrote Summon a Guy?
Logan.
I did.
Summon a guy with his spells.
summon a guy.
Yeah.
Material components.
Doesn't it
A
just
Sandwich?
cheeseburger.
doesn't it just summon like a regular dude?
Yes.
Yeah.
The title is the spell.
So great. It's so great.
Summon a guy. Downtime. Mycroft, make a.
I believe it's second or first.
I can't take it.
Make a persuasion check.
18.
18. Yeah. Roll a d4.
4.
Roll me percentage.
Like a million of those just at the bottom.
Jacob, can I perform outside while he's buying stuff?
Red is
Sure can. Make a performance check.
62.
Perform outside while he's doing this or while he's doing his magic stuff.
Does that count?
If you drop it, I say it doesn't count. But
Is it 20?
No.
62.
Okay. Hold on a moment.
Let him do his thing.
62. Okay, so you. Okay, roll again.
Percentage?
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, I have like a million 10 percentages and none of the smaller ones.
Okay. Light green is 10s. 61.
Okay, reroll.
23.
23. Okay. Roll again. You're gonna roll 4 times.
Black will be 10s from now on. 75.
Okay. And again.
47.
Okay. You find a guy.
Okay.
Summon a guy.
Yeah, it's literally like cliche alleyway. He's like in a black cloak. He's probably Zentrim, and he's just like,
I was hoping it's just like,
you want to buy some magic items? And he like holds open his cloak, and he's got a few.
I have the intention
I'm sure I've got something in stock.
of purchasing water.
I love you so much, bro. Oh my god. Now I want to play that game. Now I want to play that game. Fuck.
What game?
Resident Evil 4.
Resident Evil 4. Jesus Christ, I love that game. Okay, sorry. He's hunched over. He's like this.
I'm sure I got something in stock.
What are you looking for?
I have sought you out rather vicariously to purchase a hat of disguise.
Yeah, I got one of those.
What is your price?
He says, you're gonna roll a dice.
We will decide.
Actually, you know, this
What's
guy's
this game?
fucking
Are
cheeky
we
like that.
casting lots?
Well, these magic items, they can be kind of rare. And I like to make a little fun what I sell. So
So
how about you
20
take this,
You were rather easy to find.
took you like 3 hours of mine.
Yeah, I know. I'm bullshitting.
Oh, okay. Sorry, hang on. I'm getting some tables that I closed on accident. No, not buying a magic item.
It me.
it,
Magic it me.
it understood that I
Logan.
spelled it wrong. He says, you know what? How about you roll this? And he hands you 6-sided dice.
But it's loaded.
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand to try to affect the
Yeah.
roll? Roll sleight of hand.
Oh, that was great tell. 9, so I'm not gonna do
9. You're like, eh,
2.
200 gold.
I accept your price as the dice do not waver. And 200 gold.
He tosses this bowler hat at you. He says, I have other things. For example, and he pulls out a bundle of arrows. Plus 3 arrows.
Holy shit.
A potion of invisibility. It's literally an empty bottle. But then he sloshes liquid around.
Sir, I don't purchase illusions.
Feel free to I know what kind of person you are. Trust me, it's for real. How about a potion of cloud giant strength?
Who needs sneak attack?
I bid you good day and good luck.
Throws him into his jacket. He turns and he hobbles down the alleyway.
As
Does
I
he give him 200 gold?
Yeah. As I put it on, it turns into a circlet.
Very nice.
Okay.
I got a 21 in my performance.
He made 1d6 plus 5 gold. You're like, ching, chicka, chicka, ching, chicka, chicka, ching, and you sing this nice little song about the rain, and everybody's like, this is a good song, and they give you money.
Yeah, no, I know who it is.
Alright, you guys all meet up again with your new stuff. What are y'all doing?
We're doing.
You had
Alright.
some urgency for these
Yes.
missions.
Oh,
Are we going
that's
to go
cool.
to,
It gives me the spell when I equip the equipment and attune to it.
Very cool.
So what's the plan then, Mycroft? Are we going to try taking these potions of mind reading off of them, or are we
Well-
going to just go deal with Urstel?
Let's hope that they haven't found anyone within the past 3 hours. I have an immediate gambit, if we are so lucky. Follow me, the lot of you. I suppose you will have to wait outside, as you may be recognized. I suggest you change your forms. And we're going to head to that halfling's place in the train ward.
It doesn't work like
you
this.
hanging back and inspecting spirits?
I guess so.
No, I mean like you can hang out outside of the building. Things get uglier if someone comes in.
Would that be wise? What if this interim...
Do whatever suits you then. We shall be on our way in a moment.
Who should I turn into then?
I turn into you, but with like a really ugly nose.
That's not my nose.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it looks just
You
like.
turn into Ari?
Yeah.
I turn
I
into-
turn into Micah
Oh, okay.
because she turned into Lucy.
Okay. You don't know who's who anymore. They,
True.
you told them to change their forms, they change into each other. But they
Alright.
look a little uglier.
Enough games. They're gonna recognize us if we do this, and it's not gonna be useful anyways.
Did
I
you
don't
find
look like that.
a way to
Yes, you-
change your form?
Yes, I did, and it took a bit of
That's not what I
time.
look like.
It's like
Like,
crooked
Rob,
the other
you
way.
literally
I
like
changed
you
it.
two change your forms. They both immediately turn into each other, but with ugly noses.
You truly are artists.
It's called,
I turn back into like the tall man with the like very like curly
Oh.
mustache.
Oh, okay, alright.
I turned back into Shia LaBeouf.
Turn into Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf.
Bearded Shia LaBeouf?
Yeah,
Okay.
good job.
I turn into a half-orc who is a foot shorter than me,
Okay.
and he's got like really basic sort of tattered clothes that are a bit like well kept, and I have a Zentrum tattoo.
With a circlet?
No.
It
Let's
can
go with a
change-
cowl.
Cowl? So just a shroud over
I
your
basically
face?
look like Shrek.
Okay.
No, a cowl, like
Gotcha.
What a
Gotcha.
shitty
Yep,
cowl,
yep.
wool.
My different voice. I could go to Erstol's place and see, just kind of scout to the outside, see if this guards like what
I'll
you're doing.
suggest you do it.
Alright,
See,
so
now
yeah,
you're
so that's
pretty.
what while they're doing this,
You're gonna scout the
scout
manor.
the manor. Yeah.
Alright. We'll go with you guys and then we'll go to you.
Yep.
Okay, back
so
to this.
you guys make your way over to where what?
Nah, I made fun of her.
Where are you all headed?
The
We
gnome's
need to
place
go-
in the.
This is where Colton asked how long you think this is gonna take.
The rest of the game?
No, this bit, because he's kind of hungry. If it's gonna take
We're
like
not
30
gonna do that
minutes, I'm
much.
gonna go grab food.
It's not.
If it's
We'll
gonna
take a
take
break
like
in a
2,
minute.
then okay. Like I said, it's gonna take like 2 minutes.
It
Then
won't.
I'll
It'll
wait.
it'll go very quickly.
Okay.
You go over to
Weird
Weird Bottles
Bottles
Concoctions. Yep. You make your way over there. It's just a nice little, tiny little shop. Looks very silly looking.
I walk in, head up to the little guy.
You
Soon
see
we're falling
a
behind.
small little dude. Oh my gosh, there's a picture of him.
Oh no. Of course there is.
Wow.
Does he look like he looks like?
Not how I imagined.
Oh. Oh no.
I'll put a picture on for the edit for you guys.
Yeah, you gotta put timestamps for that to help yourself out.
Well, I just scrubbed through it. Bitch lasagna. What is this?
Did you name him Chemo?
Tastes like crickets.
Schema.
Oh.
My sunflower seeds
Mm-hmm.
taste like crickets.
Tastes like crickets.
What?
It's not an insult. Crickets taste pretty good.
Mm.
You taste pretty good.
Little known fact for the viewers there. Crickets taste pretty good.
It looks like
I don't
this.
know.
Larva too. Not as good as that. Less.
Stay in there.
Get out.
Oh yeah, no he doesn't.
And you make your way over, and he looks up at you. And he says, "Up,
We late for the potions.
you. Well, I get nothing about you three.
Well, maybe you've been misinformed.
Make a deception check. With advantage because you look like a Centurion. No, I'm letting you do it because you look like a Centurion.
Okay.
Otherwise,
tried
you'd just be like, nah, fuck you.
I try to make myself
18.
look big, but I'm Shia LaBeouf, so
He's
To be
pretty
fair,
big guy.
bearded Shia LaBeouf
Yeah.
was not a small
I
man.
don't like this sneaking around.
I'll
Hey,
talk.
Don't tell me much. He, and he puts up a small silk-lined coffer.
It's like 6 foot.
Alright, we'll get going. See you down the way.
Get it quick to her. He's impatient.
So I've heard.
Alright. You guys make your way out of the shop. What do you do?
Making our way out of the shop.
Yeah.
Alright. Did you just head back to Spirits Inspectors?
We're probably we're gonna get Ira.
Alright.
No, we're not.
No, we're not.
We're gonna
We're gonna
wander
get
around
lost.
town.
Yeah, we're gonna wander
town,
around a little bit.
town. Wander around town.
And just like
Alright.
about like
Are we splitting up?
I'm gonna say. Okay, so about 20 minutes down the way, I'll be like, shit, I think we're lost. But I go back, and then I sort of nod you off to split up.
Okay.
And then,
And you guys are like trying to just not be followed, basically?
yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
If I.
Make stealth checks.
Okay. I kind of want to like whenever I go behind like an alley or something where I think I'm not being seen. Like,
Change
just,
form?
yeah.
Then
But like into just someone random.
Yeah, I was.
you are both changelings. It is so easy to lose sight of who you are. So I would say you both immediately succeed. You are not being followed.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
good because I got
was
the
gonna
23.
try to do the
so.
same thing.
Also because you
Good,
also
'cause
don't
I
look
got
like
4.
Zentrum. So what?
I was gonna try to do the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Like wild shit.
Go ahead. You just roll with advantage.
Stealth?
Dear God.
9.
Okay. You don't think you're being followed.
Okay.
You look around and you don't see anybody trying to follow you.
Alright, so as I'm going, I enter one of the darker alleys
Okay.
and just kind of sit next to like a bag of garbage or something. And I'll shift into a very, very basic looking Goliath. But as I do, the item melts with me. Visually. It's physically still there because it's an illusion.
Oh, you just make it look like it's going.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. You look around, nobody's been following you, so you don't think you're being followed.
Okay.
At this point, you'd have to be paranoid to think somebody was still following you.
Yeah.
If you really did, if there really was. Ira,
Well, Zentrum.
you make your way over to the Gralhun Manor, Gralhun Villa.
As I walk up, I think, man, I really should have taken one of those paper birds in case something goes wrong.
Alright.
How much are those?
Oh,
Paper birds.
Fucking
Yes,
shop is like
very
right next
expensive.
Give me one moment while I read.
Alright, sorry.
No, you're fine.
Paper birds are 50 gold
50
For a pack.
well,
for a pack. Yeah.
I could afford one. Oh.
That's not good.
Question. Who... Don't mitigate this. Who has the nimble right detector? You, okay, that's what I thought.
I have the number right detector and I have the firewall beam.
Alright.
Oh, yeah, you still have that.
Yep.
You see this massive villa right before you. It's in the middle of the upper class residential neighborhood in the North Ward. The streets around the villa have pedestrians and coaches traveling along them quite often, all hours of the day, especially right now. The estate is enclosed by a 12-foot high stone wall.
Are there many guards?
There's a front gate, and there are no guards.
Is the
It's
gate
just
open?
a gate. It's a wall that goes around the whole thing, and you go over to the gate, and there is a lock on it. Wait. No, it is not.
Is there anyone that seems to be paying attention to the front gate?
You look around, and you don't see anybody. It like doesn't move for some reason.
Well, that's odd.
Make an Arcana check.
I was gonna say it's probably magically locked. It's a 12.
Yep.
Magical lock.
Good old dad taught you about this one. This is arcane lock.
Well, that's annoying. Alright. And you said it's just like a flat stone wall all the way else around?
You reckon you could climb it? if you rolled good enough.
Alright, if I'm peeking like through the gate and I look, can I find an what would be like, I'm trying to judge, alright, if I climb from this part of the wall, then I'll land behind a building and no one will see me. Can I do that?
You peer through and you look forward and you see an entrance right in front of you. You see a very nice garden before you. There's an entrance in front. It continues on your left, way down into like a courtyard where the walls are keeping it, and there's like bushes and trees, whatnot. So if you were to climb the wall a little bit
over like, there, I could
like
probably
20
fall into
feet
the
that way,
bushes.
you could fall into bushes.
Perfect. I will take my grapple and my rope and walk over there and tie it up.
Just because Ira would know this, there are people in carriages walking by you right now. Like it's a busy street.
Then I'll like go behind the wall and then.
You're gonna go around the corner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or if I can, like, are there?
It's quite busy all the way around. You could maybe do it and get away with it if nobody suspects anything.
But no matter what, no matter where I try to climb the wall from, someone will see me climbing from my side, not from the other side.
Yes, the other side there's nobody around, but on your current side, you're like on a sidewalk, and there's like trees and whatnot, and there's like people walking by, and they're like talking, and then a carriage goes by, and then a few people walk around.
Do there appear to be any moments where there's not a ton of people?
You could time it to a point where maybe people aren't looking at you.
This might be too hard without the group if I get trapped on the inside too.
There's no guards around, so really what you could imagine is that unless you're super unlucky, unless there's like one guy who's like, this is wrong, and he's going to go tell the guards, you might get lucky with people just going, what the fuck, that's weird.
I'm going to try it.
Alright, you're using your grapple?
Yeah.
You kind of look down, some people pass your way.
And I'll try to time it to where
and
there's
a
nobody
carriage goes
coming.
by, and there's some people around, but they're pretty distant, maybe about 40, 50 feet away, so you immediately throw it up. Easy enough, you don't even have to roll, you throw it over, and you've got the grapple in there, and you're going to climb over.
What should I roll to try to climb in a way that's...
That's the gates. An athletics check, but make it with advantage.
Woo!
And the DC is a lot lower.
That would be a 17.
Oh, easy. You grab it and you begin to hoist yourself up and you make your way up to the top. And there's a lot of room to stand up here.
Well, as I come up, I look over. Am I fine?
Yep, there's bushes.
I'm just gonna fall into the bushes.
Right. You are in the yard.
And as I fall, I'm gonna grab the rope so that it comes with me. My
Right.
rope or my grapple.
At this point, once you're in here, you can see there's a balcony in this building on the villa.
Sorry, I ended up being the one to take forever.
That's alright.
How much do I know about Arcane Lock? Does it only lock from one side?
You don't seem to remember. No, it works on both ways.
Dang it.
You make your way over, and what are you doing? Just giving a look
So I
around.
see the villa.
From what you could see in some blind spots, you look over, and there is a you've come in right here, and this is from you. I'm mirroring it for you. You've come in right here, and then it continues up this way into like a courtyard over here,
Got it.
and then it continues down, and there's more building that goes around, and there's a front door over here and other buildings. On the wall, leaning up against it, you see a human with two dogs, two mastiffs.
How far away is he?
From you, 30 feet.
Is he the only person within any range?
Look around, yes.
Alright. I'm going to take my rope and my grapple. I'm going to prepare it to go the other way.
Okay. You're going to
So-
throw it onto the...
Mhm.
So you're
I'm
throwing
gonna
it
try
back.
to yeah. Just
Make a stealth check.
natural 20.
Very nice, yeah. He doesn't even make a noise.
That happens. Look up, you say 30 feet away. And... Hey buddy, come over here. Charm person.
He's a menacing looking dude. Charm person?
Yep.
Wisdom save, right?
Yep.
Uh, 13.
He fails by 1.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Stag walks over.
But, hey man, good to see you again. Do you remember me?
No.
No, I used to be like your best friend, man. Come on. Whatever. Hey, how's life here? You see Erstol around?
I don't know.
Well, do you not know who Erstol is? Supposedly he lives here.
No. You notice this guy has a spellbook.
Oh. Surely there must be something in your book that can remind you who he is.
Not unless it's raising the dead.
Is Erstol dead?
No. I don't even know who that is. I get paid by the girl hunts.
Get paid by the Growhuns. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I watch the ground.
Are they here right now?
Yeah.
Alright. Do you know the man Erstol Floxin? You don't recognize that last. Do you recognize the last
There's
name?
a lot of people that come through here. Why do you want to know?
He took something of mine, of ours, and I was hoping that you might be able to help me with that. Maybe you could ask your masters for me, and I could return a bit later.
Sure.
Thanks, man. Like I really appreciate it. And then is he gonna turn around to walk back?
And he turns around.
As he turns around, I'm gonna try to swipe his spellbook.
Make a sleight of hand check.
I love this part.
Yeah, you guys are great.
That's a 26.
Wow.
Yeah.
As he turns around, you what do you have gust as a cantrip?
I don't, but I have my dagger, so I could just kind of like
No,
cut the.
Oh well. You as he turns around, you very quickly grab the end to his coat, and it kind of pulls back. And as you do that, you're able to grab the book, and you don't even have to pull. He walks away with enough force for it to just get lightly pulled out, and you grab it, and he has no idea.
I'll pocket it real quick,
All right.
and I'll back around,
All right. You make your way out.
and I'll return to the Spectre and Spirits.
All right. Everybody makes it back to the tavern.
All right, so we get back, and I'm like, all right, guys, how did your thing go?
Very well. It's pretty
Awesome.
easy.
I look completely different.
I have the.
Oh, really?
Follow me.
Yes, still.
I look
And
like
we'll
Lucy.
come up. I'll lead you guys up.
Just to let you guys know, a Goliath steps into the tavern.
I'll look over. Hey, who's that guy? I haven't seen another Goliath around.
Actually, you come into the tavern and you don't recognize anyone.
Oh, you guys still?
No, I look like Lucy.
I changed into the strangers that I passed, so.
Okay. All
So
right, let's
random
see.
people walk in. You see Tim's character step in.
Oh, hey, where'd your sister go?
Yeah, we should probably go look for Micah, huh?
You are the most beautiful woman I have ever met.
Says a
I
random
know,
person.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Quite beautiful. You should marry me.
I'll get down on a knee and be like, can I marry you?
Everybody in the
You're
tavern's
so
like,
beautiful.
aww. They'll begin clapping.
Alright, I'm gonna head upstairs.
Lucy, Lucy, we have a time limit. Come on.
Huh?
Just come on.
No, I have to go with my betrothed.
Yes, that's why I'm going upstairs too.
Oh,
Come on, we have a time limit on this. Just trust me.
I'm heading up to the library.
And I'll go up.
In order to get up there, you have to leave the building, and then there's a stairway that goes outside.
Yeah. I'll go
Alright.
up.
Yeah, you guys are up there.
Cool.
Oh yeah, then
Where are you?
I'll leave and go up too.
There's a Goliath in your bedroom.
What?
in my bedroom?
Who are you?
I'm gonna pull out my
How-
pistol
why
and
did you-
aim it at you.
As
Damn
I,
it, Lucy.
as
Like,
that's
wait,
not-
Wait.
How do you have?
Let me roleplay this. Hold on. Like, pretty sure you're Mycroft. But I need you to tell me who you are.
It just shifts down.
Oh, okay, cool.
Damn it.
Crack
Good, I really
open
didn't want to use that.
Correct.
the
The
box. Yeah. What's it made of
Ting,
again?
ting, ting, ting. It's a wooden box. On the inside, it's lined with silk. On the inside, you see 4 bottles,
Okay.
each with a liquid that, uno momento,
Turn back into Micah.
That was really gross that I had to propose to you. I can't
Yeah,
believe
I
it.
thought that I was getting you a
purple
husband.
and pink swirling potions.
That would have been really fun. Oh, I shouldn't do that.
Okay.
No, please don't.
Alright, I will take them out of the box.
Alright, you pull them out.
Otherwise, I'll let Hedgie marry you.
Okay. I'll put the... Does anyone know how to burn things easily?
I mean, I can throw it in the
Fireplace
fire.
right there.
I'll throw the box in the fireplace.
I mean, it's not lit.
Begins to slowly
Shut up.
ash goes everywhere.
Hey, Lucy.
Are you still me?
No, I turned back.
I pulled this out. I'm like, here you go.
Oh, a book?
Yeah.
Roll percentage.
Okay. Let's try and speed this one up.
I swiped it. Well, you guys are rolling.
Actually, I'll do it. I got
Okay.
you.
I swiped it off a dude who was a guard. He should still be charmed for a little bit if we return now.
You charmed him.
I did.
Impressive.
If we return soon, he should still be charmed.
How long
If he
does charm
wants
last?
to listen, an hour.
You've got 15 minutes left on it.
Okay.
If I
Never
were
mind.
actually a female, I'd be very, very impressed. And I'll nudge Micah. This guy. Anyways. All right.
She is female.
Lucy.
Yeah, like.
Huh?
Yeah, but
she's-
I'm also.
If I was actually a female.
I've also become aware of the fact that Lucy's original form. In the first game, they were like, "Oh yeah, no, I'm actually a guy," and I was like, "Nope."
Wow.
I've told it to him before.
Yeah. So I did that, and he said that he didn't know Erstal, but the people in the villa, the Grolhuns, the ones that own it, do live there, so they may know. I'm not sure.
Is it a big place?
Huh?
Is it a big place?
It's fairly large. There was really no one walking around besides him.
Okay.
The lock is magically locked. I had to jump my way over. There's a spider or a moth or something on that cable.
That's probably what we heard.
Where?
It's climbing up your cable.
Oh.
It's one of the wood bugs.
But yes, alongside that, is the charm will probably wear off before we get back there, but I could do it again, and
Don't kill it.
hopefully it doesn't become an issue.
Well, perhaps that will work. As Mycroft has a +2 in Arcana.
So
What's he doing?
Nothing.
So with that, yeah, that could be our way in. It's just odd that one of the guards didn't know anything about Erstal. I thought maybe he would, but typically you can't lie to someone that's charmed you. So,
Jake, would I know if that's true or not?
You can lie to someone that's charmed you?
Yeah.
You can. It's unlikely.
I'm saying, do I know the spell well enough to know?
Roll,
Does
do you
Lucy know?
Do you know charm person?
No.
Make an Arcana check then.
10.
You're not sure.
Okay. I
that's
just believe you then.
genuinely what Ira thinks of that spell. So, but yeah, so when we return, he may if it's worn out, he may recognize me because he'll know that I charmed him. But I thought it was worth the information, and then I didn't get anything out of it. But I got the spell book, so.
Yeah. I mean, it's good knowing what our obstacles are going in. So.
If we don't have a way to open the door magically, then we will have to scale the wall. But and I pat my grapple and my rope. I got this. So.
Inflict wounds.
Okay.
Animate dead.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Revivify
Wow.
and Shadow of Moil.
What is that?
Is it a cleric spellbook?
I think,
How do you spell that?
Shadow of Moil, M-O-I-L.
Revivify
yeah, you can't cast that.
as a wizard. Weird.
I'm wrong.
Yeah, you can't. I think the first three you did on.
I was very
Yes.
confused.
Shh. I want it to be a wizard that can cast Revivify.
Okay.
No, you get
What was the first one I
life
gave you?
transference.
Inflict wounds.
Alright, False Life.
We have that, so next.
Bestow, no, sorry.
And
Blind,
Ass of a spell.
sorry, Ray of
life
Enfeeblement.
transference. I can heal you,
Especially
but
as
it
a
costs
wizard.
me a bunch of health, and I'm a wizard.
Yeah,
Vampiric Touch,
that's good.
and Dance Macabre.
Ooh, I like that one.
Is it really macabre? Isn't it
And
like
anything I told you in the past was
It's
false.
macabre.
okay,
Macabre,
so-
whatever.
Is that a
Wait,
bad?
anything? So not inflict wounds, not revivify.
Yeah, not that cool one I gave you.
Like
at the end of
a
the side.
wizard.
You can look up that spell though, it's
Okay.
awesome.
That uses life transference.
It's kind of hard.
It's
to
always
do
rare whenever
because-
I
You
find
can't
spells that
cast
I've never
it.
heard of before, and I was so excited. I'll look it up anyways though.
It
Um,
would do less damage, like to give resistance to that type of damage, so you take a lot less damage while you heal people.
you notice
Not that
all
bad.
of these spells are necromancy.
Okay.
So anything good in the book?
Better. Well, yes, a lot of fairly great stuff. But you said it was an orc that you took it off of?
The man was an orc, yes? No?
Well, he was a bit of a necromancer.
The orc? No, he was a
No,
human.
he was human.
Oh, okay.
No, he was
Just a
he was
big
he was
dude.
just a human. He was just kind of tall. He could have been an orc, but he didn't have the face for it. He
Oh,
definitely
well-
human.
Whoever he was a bit of a necromancer. All his spells are from.
What do I know about the Grolhans? Having lived in this city for a while,
Nothing.
nothing. It is odd that
Guys, I've never heard of them.
it is odd that there was no one walking around. And if he's a necromancer, I wonder. He did say something about.
Don't think into that too hard. Sometimes there's just people you've never heard of.
He did also say something about not knowing Urstul unless he could raise dead. So I wonder if that has anything to do with it. I didn't think to look more into it. I thought it was just a sly joke, but
I mean, I just assume he doesn't really know Urstul. You know,
Well,
it's a big
how
town.
large was the manor?
about how big was it? Would you say the manor, like the main home, the main house?
It is.
Is it like bigger than our tavern? Same size?
Bigger than your tavern, yeah.
A bit bigger than
A
here.
lot bigger. Like
Uh,
2-3
well-
times the size.
Sorry, not just a bit. About twice the size, maybe a
Well-
bit more.
As I would understand it, he is not.
That's a pretty big home for a
The-
family I've never heard of.
Yes, I doubt they are an orderly family. So
Could be
I
quite
would
new.
assume that maybe Urstul has not lived there forever and not everyone knows each other.
I wonder if it's still possible that Urstul is taken over, and that's why there's no one visible, and maybe the man just doesn't realize that his payers are dead. Like,
Well-
you never see the main guys.
I don't believe that he was interested in payment if he knew what he was collecting and what was at stake.
I don't mean Urstul, I mean the guard. Because the guard said he never met Urstul.
Well, perhaps any one of them. So my best assumption is that the false Zentrum, perhaps this is one of their larger outposts, and that each one of them does their own commissioning.
We should likely enter with extreme caution then.
Yes, as our lives will be at stake.
Agreed.
If we can get in and he's the only person visible again, and the only person around, I could charm him again, and then maybe he could bring us in as guests.
I'm gonna roll Arcana. With a 12, how much do I know about enchantment spells?
Enchantment spells.
What do you
Total?
need to know?
Like, can you charm someone twice in a row? Because it's literally just a straight up magic lie.
You're not sure? Maybe.
Would I know, given that I know the
From
spell?
what Ira's saying, it sounds like it makes sense. Like, you don't see anything going wrong with it. If the spell works, then the spell works. That's how you know magic works. Other than that, your magic knowledge is not very far.
Okay.
As long as we don't harm him, it should be fine.
I suppose that is one of our greatest bets.
I've done him no harm except for take his book, but he didn't see that I did that. so-
What if it falls through? And if his charm wears off, he was a magi, correct?
He was.
Then he would notice that his book was missing.
Oh yes, he will know.
Let's.
But he won't know that I don't think he will be able to put together that I took it. I made sure not to
Is
leave
he
a trace.
still charmed? I don't quite know.
For a few
how long.
minutes later, for a few minutes more, but there's not much of a chance of us getting back there before it wears off.
My experience is rather bleak. What occurs after they have been charmed?
They become aware of it.
The door to outside knocks.
Outside of our place or
No,
outside
so
of the
the
tavern?
way that the Spectre and Spirits work is that there's a tavern floor, and to get onto level with the rooms, you have to go outside and
there
then
a balcony?
upstairs.
Right, I mean the door
and
to
that
our
door is
section.
knocking.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'll get it.
And I will accompany you.
What's the name of one of your people who works at your tavern? One of the servers.
Kelso.
Oh yeah, what's the
No,
one that
it's-
we wrote down?
Kelso.
No.
Oh,
Those are the
hello!
rat people.
Okay.
Never mind.
Yeah. the lady.
He's back. No,
Just
Random people.
Kara.
Sarah.
Kara.
Connor.
it's Kara. She says, "Hey, there's somebody here for you."
Who is it?
Is
Is he tall man?
I don't know if it's actually him, but he says his name is Renaer Neverember.
I suppose our time has come.
He's
Let
looking
us
for you.
Well,
head
we'll know if it's
downstairs.
him. We've spoken with him before.
All right. Let's make your way
Follow
down, head inside the tavern, and indeed, the red-haired noble prince is sitting inside your tavern. And he looks up to you and he says, "My friends,
Hello.
Our
Greetings.
dearest ally.
It's a surprise to see you here.
this is quite a tavern you've got here.
Yeah.
It's very
It's
nice."
haunted.
How have you been?
I've
faring?
heard. Is that true?
Yes, it is.
Huh. Very interesting.
They're very
Observe.
I'm good. I'm great. I'm great. How have you guys been?
fantastic.
Fantastic.
I'm
Really?
sure you probably came here for a
Little sad.
reason, yes? I'd be surprised if you
Oh, I
did
just
not.
wanted to check out the tavern. I'd heard some things about it, and wanted to get in touch with you guys.
Might
see how
I
you're
implore
doing.
you as to what you have heard?
From what I've heard, I heard about that nasty fireball. That sounds like bad
Yes.
business. I'm glad you guys weren't hurt.
Insight.
Roll insight.
I'm inciting as well. To see if that's the only reason he came, was to...
Group
Well,
insight.
God! Every insight roll I've rolled a 3.
I don't know if he's being cheeky when
He's so gullible. Poor little Ira.
when he says I heard about
He's
that
like,
fireball."
okay.
At least I play it well.
Okay, good,
Yeah.
jeez. This is insight,
Yeah.
19.
6.
6. Both of you like him, you believe him. Are you rolling insight?
See, I liked him from the day we met him.
He's playing up an act of like being very outgoing. Like he's being very very formal with you. Likely what he's learned is being a noble, but he's not being
Superficial.
disingenuous whatsoever. He's not trying to lie to you. When he brings the fireball, it's like he heard about it and he's talking to you.
Okay.
He's being very friendly. I heard about it. None of you were hurt?
No,
No.
we were all unaffected.
Oh, that's very good. That's very good.
Yes, but we are hoping to figure out who did it. Just
We're
because it's
investigating.
so close to
We-
the tavern, you know.
We have indeed been conducting our own investigation.
Really?
Yeah, do you know
found
him?
out what's happened?
We have
A bit.
gathered a few leads in random directions that none of which have bore fruit.
Yet,
Who was killed? Do you know?
No.
several
Just-
people.
Just a few gnomes, as far as we're aware.
A
We
few
we
gnomes.
weren't on site yet.
One was a gnome, right?
No, I believe they were all gnomes.
Oh.
They were all gnomes?
That's what we were told. Of course, we were informed to back off of the investigation.
Make a deception check.
Uh, 13.
Do you know anything?
Do I know anything?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, maybe you know, it's part of the high life, right? And maybe you've heard something from someone else that's
Yeah.
bigger than us.
I knew of a gnome.
There was only one.
He didn't travel with other gnomes,
As
so I
far
don't know.
as I was aware, it was halflings. No, the performers. Oh dear, I could hear them from outside.
Oh, I'm glad you remembered.
Yes, it was a mistake.
Mm-hmm. You all are being quiet.
No, Snake?
I'm usually
I'm
pretty
quite
quiet.
tired.
Well, it has
Days
been a
before me.
while, and we have been out and about.
Are you trying to lie to me
About
Why?
what?
about what happened? Do you think I'm responsible?
No, of course not.
We just,
Why would we assume that? You have no connections whatsoever.
Unless you do.
Do you know what the motive was?
No, I'm just curious. I thought there was something.
Well, you mentioned the gnome, and you mentioned that they weren't
Yeah,
like in trouble
but
with
it's
others.
just a.
So you knew
What
who
was
the
his
gnome
name?
was, right?
It's,
must have.
it's secret information. If my suspicions are correct, it doesn't seem like so. If it was just some halflings and a gnome,
Well,
Must be nothing.
what do your suspicions say? If it's nothing, then you've given us information that doesn't matter. If it's something, then perhaps we could save more
The
lives.
information is secret.
If you
and
could,
unless it becomes important, I'll share it with you.
Well,
if you could
it
do
could
us
potentially be important,
the
and you could
genuine
save lives with it.
favor of closing the door behind you as you come
There's a
in.
bunch of people. You're in the
No,
bottom
he
floor.
came upstairs.
No, he did not.
No, we went down.
He's on the tavern
Oh,
floor.
that's right. Okay.
I think we should discuss this.
Perhaps we should continue this discussion upstairs.
Or in
Sure.
the cellar.
Why?
I don't think we should go.
I suppose upstairs would be better.
We're friends, right?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Is there any of us that you do not trust?
No, you're just acting strange.
As I stated before,
No fool.
we should continue this upstairs in Mycroft will.
He follows. You guys make your way upstairs.
I'll stand by the door as everyone enters
Alright.
and shut it and lock it as he comes in.
Why?
You have our apologies.
I'll take my key and unlock the door. It doesn't need to be locked.
Jesus Christ!
He locks
Yeah,
the door as
just to
for a
fucking
secret reason,
spite
and you're just
me.
like, you just unlock it?
I'll stand by the door.
Might I implore you to keep the door locked?
Unlock it again.
You have our deepest apologies, as during our investigations we have gathered a wide array of enemies. Or rather, very few people we can trust. There are many people involved in this. So forgive us for off-putting you with false information. We are aware that there were some, as we would understand it, Zentrum agents and a Xanathar member.
Then it is what I thought. Kind of leans up against a wall.
Our current guesses is that this has something to do with your father's treasure.
And the Stone of Galore.
Well, that was the key, yes?
What have you gathered?
That means that you probably know who the gnome was.
When the lords of Waterdeep ousted my father, I thought his long, dark shadow was finally gone for good. The truth is, I want nothing to do with him.
Insight.
Okay?
Ooh! 22.
You feel bad for inciting him because he's been nothing but genuine to you.
Okay. Well, like...
At this point, you're like, no.
So, well, yeah, so Mycroft would feel that his suspicions have been disconfirmed.
Yes.
Okay.
There is nothing suspicious about him whatsoever. The truth is, I want nothing to do with him. But his spies hound me. One of them, a gnome named Dalekar, been watching me for months.
Your father's spies?
No, people who are attempting to spy on my father. Now they spy on me, thinking I have all the information that he did.
As you
He
have
didn't
been.
talk to me. I didn't know anything he knew. But about 10 days ago, he was nowhere to be seen. My father didn't trust many people, but I know he trusted him.
Which person do you think his father
Dalekar.
trusted?
Dalekar.
Which is the gnome.
Yeah. These are my father's spies. They didn't spy on... that was wrong on Jacob's part. They didn't spy on him. They were his spies. And then they've been spying on me. I don't know why, and now he's gone. And I know my father trusted him, but I don't know where he is. I spoke to a few of his friends, and apparently he was on some special mission to retrieve Stone of Galore.
Where was it? Give us a moment. Who is the best at checking our perimeters?
Probably me. Or
If you
you.
could do a quick observation. No, your perception's terrible.
Oh,
That's what I mean.
I said me or you.
I have a.
13.
I also have a 13.
You can't just look at Ira's character sheet. You don't know what it is. If he says he's good at it,
Yeah,
I mean,
alright.
he's probably right.
Okay. Give us a moment as we disconfirm further suspicions, and I'll go check out the window.
You look out the window and you don't see anybody. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Might I ask, as our, at this time, I do believe our intentions are in line with yours, where was it hidden before?
Or was it hidden before?
You
The
said
stone?
he was sent to collect it.
I don't know. That was his mission. I just know he's trying to find it. I know that the Stone of Galore is some key to the treasure.
These are rather active rumors as of late.
Yeah. I think Dalakar was going to give you the stone and have you deliver it to my father, Neverwinter. But I don't know where he is. I was wondering if he found you, and if you have it.
The stone.
Okay.
I'm afraid
Must be
that-
honest. I'm putting a lot of trust in you. If you lying to me down there, then bringing me up here and locking the door, looking out the window and whatnot.
I hope you can...
You're here to kill me.
Oh
You'd
no,
be dead.
not at all.
Yes, that is true.
I
We're looking out for ourselves.
I don't see a reason why we can't tell him what we saw.
Sir, as we have been told, that gnome had every intention of coming to us. We spoke to his corpse as he was destroyed in a ball of fire, the very one that has made the papers today.
It's been like
It's been like a week and a half.
They're probably still cycling. It's a pretty popular story.
Yeah, they don't really have papers in Waterdeep.
Well, yeah, they have Yeller town criers.
Yeah.
Yes, and we believe that it. Did your father have?
At this point, it's like they're trying to find who did it. So,
Yeah.
like, occasionally you'll get, like, Froon's Bruise possibly blows up his own alley.
Was there any reason that the Zentrum would have disliked your father?
No, actually,
Were they simply after the key? Would you think?
these were not Zentrum.
Well, Zentrum were the ones. I'm sorry, Zentrum were
No.
the ones chasing.
They were not.
Or
These
this
were a
black faction.
false. So, recently, I assume almost entirely for your father's treasure, there is a false advent or adjunct. I don't actually know the word.
Group
A false.
gathering.
Yes, one of these words.
Mm-hmm.
They are not Zentrum, but they act very similarly. They are less subtle.
I don't know much about the Zentrum.
Well, then you would know less about these new gentlemen. And
Right.
they were pursuing your father's spy the moment they were all blown to smithereens, all but one. And sadly, he got away with what we believe would be the stone.
Do you know
Where
the
he
man?
is?
It's maybe you know who these people are, because I had never heard of them until we learned about the villa. Do you know the Gralhund villa?
Specifically,
Or Erstol Floxin.
You know where it is. I don't know an Erstol Floxin.
Alright, well that's the man. Do you know anything about the Gralhunds? Do they keep to themselves? Like I said, I had never heard of them until we found the villa. But one of the Zentrum
Grolhund Villa?
Yes.
I thought it was a manor. A villa
There's a
is
manor.
like a townhome, is it not?
There is a manor there, but
It's a villa. Jacob, I will also say it's a villa.
mm-hmm.
Give me a moment. Pulls out a piece of paper and he pulls out a pen and begins to write.
It's a residential district.
Is there a reason you need to write this?
That's fucking why.
You should know.
Fair enough.
Turns into a bird.
That's
It flies out the window.
oh,
Yeah.
Give me a moment.
I'm gonna like just kind of like brush my coat back so that like the badge is showing. And see if he.
Figured.
Okay.
Currently, we are working all angles.
I'm not one of them, but I have a lot of friends.
As do we.
Paper flies in and he grabs it.
I do wish those were more subtle.
Have you ever seen one before? In passing? They're subtle enough. Well,
Quite hard to shoot out the sky as well.
Harpers know a few things.
I think
Apparently a man named Phala saw matches of descriptions of this Erstol Floxin. So you're right on that account.
50 coins, no, that's a lot.
Another North Ward resident claims he saw Erstol enter the Gralhund Villa in the North Ward shortly after the fireball incident. The resident reported him to the city watch, but Erstol looked suspicious. And apparently 2 city watch constables spoke to Lord Gralhund. He assured them that no one had broken into the estate and that everything was fine. The constables have no ground to get a search warrant, so they don't pursue the matter. Damn it.
Well, that is good news.
Guess can't get the law on them, apparently.
No, but unfortunately, in the past, Mycroft and I are good at doing things kind of a different way, and so if someone
You
needs to
gonna
get to
break
this Urstal,
You should.
if we're going to get to this Urstal, then we're going to have to,
Find that
and we
stone.
know how to do it. So
Yes, this is obviously more urgent than the law, and the simple layman or a town guard themselves is not deserving of your father's treasure.
is there any way that
So-
you could get them to?
No.
I don't know how much sway you may have, but get them to look the other way for just a bit.
They already
All
are.
Huns?
No, the town guard, maybe leave that district a little unguarded for a bit so we don't run into any unnecessary law troubles.
Make a persuasion check.
14.
When are you planning to hit it?
We could go as early as tonight, yes? I don't see why not.
Yes, we could.
I'll clear out the street.
Fantastic! That makes my
You
life so
don't
much
need to
easier.
bring it back to me, that stone. I don't want it, but you should find it. It's important, it seems. So let me get this story straight, just for me. There was a firewall. A man named Floxin and a bunch of Zents were chasing after Dalekar
Might
to
I
get
stop you there? As we have neglected to mention a certain aspect, there is a mystery party we are not aware of that is in possession of, what are the metal men called?
Nimblewrights.
Nimblewrights.
A Nimblewright who is responsible for the explosion.
We believe
So-
that they sent a Nimblewright and they had a little a bead that would cause fireball to go off.
We believe
So
it
I
is a
I don't know if you heard about the
Alright.
travesty at Flume Brews, but he had one of those as well.
Interesting.
And we believe that if that this was thrown by the Nimblewright, which caused the fireball, which means that it's almost impossible to find who had thrown it in the first
So-
place.
Dalekar has the Stone of Galore, making his way down Troll Skull Alley.
He's being
He's
chased.
followed by Zentrin,
Not only Zentrin,
The rogue faction.
but Floxin.
Yes, he's one of them.
Fireballs.
not only them. Yes, there was a Nimblewright
He's finished.
who is additionally following.
He's. I think he's getting there. You have to let people finish
So
talking,
he's-
Mycroft.
He's
So do you.
Dalekar makes his way down. He's moving through Troll Skull Alley for some reason. I think he's bringing it to you.
You did aforemention that.
The Zentrum follow, including Floxin. A Nimblewright throws a fireball and explodes them. Floxin takes the stone and escapes with it. He goes to Gralhund Villa.
As we would imagine through the sewers,
Why is he taking the stone? Does he want it for himself?
perhaps he knows more.
Also, why does he go back to Gralhund Villa?
There may be more there.
I would imagine that is where his home base of operations is.
It's also, of course, always possible that the
Or-
Grawl Hunt were lying and they're in on it.
What if the Gralhunds they hired Urstel?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I believe, if I would understand it, Grolhund Villa is sort of a place where people pay to live. And one of the gentlemen who has decided to live there purchased the three gentlemen who intercepted the
Interesting.
stone.
So the Gralhunds want the stone.
Very possible.
The only missing piece here is where did that Nimblewright come from?
We have failed on all angles to find answers to that.
Doesn't matter. Get that stone back.
For a brief moment, we assumed you, as a noble involved in the situation, perhaps purchased one.
No, I've never purchased a Nimblewright.
Well, we could.
I will clear out those streets, get that stone back, and I'll look into the Nimblewright. I've got to go though.
We could check and see also when we get there. Wait, does that thing make a lot of noise if you get the Nimblewright detector?
It doesn't
Not
make
really.
any.
We,
It just
we,
goes.
we could
always
check
again.
also when we get to the villa and see if there's one in the villa.
Of course.
Alright, I think we can unlock the door for the men now.
Why would there be one in the villa?
Why would there be one on the
Why would the
rooftops?
Gralhunds have a Nimblewright?
That's an answer we intend to find.
Get rid of the middleman, perhaps?
So the Growlhuns want it for themselves?
These are answers that we do not possess.
Truly. Anyways, goodbye. And he leaves. But the door's locked.
I'll go unlock it for him.
And he steps out. Alright. What are you guys doing?
Break.
Break?
Yeah, take
Are
a
we
break.
gonna... I was gonna end the game soon,
Yeah,
unless
me
you guys want to keep playing.
I was gonna say
I'm happy
this.
with ending it.
This would even not be the worst spot to end for
Well,
the.
no, I have a point I want to end it.
Oh, perfect.
Okay.
We got what, like 20 minutes left.
No, whenever you guys decide to go to the Growlhund Villa.
Cool. Let's go. Because that's what's next.
Are you guys doing anything to prepare?
I'll get my stuff together.
Okay.
Okay, So a villa is like a group home.
Yes.
Yes, I imagined it as like.
Are the Growlhuns people who like own this like a hotel?
I imagined it like it was a bunch of like residential areas, and then the Growlhuns lived in a manor, and it was like its own little,
Yeah, if you
basically
could-
a
if you
mini
could
city
clarify
within the
that.
city. That's what I imagined it as.
Because I think villa could mean one or the other.
Why am I defaulted to Yahoo?
What, Yahoo's not your browser search engine of
A
choice?
villa is almost exactly like a manor.
I think the only difference between a villa and a manor is that like a villa has like a little courtyard in the middle of it.
Yes. And that's exactly what this one has.
Okay.
A mansion has like a lot of different things with it. A villa is specifically like a courtyard and then a big house.
Okay. Alright, I was a little confused on that. That might just be my bad.
It's okay. I have a map for you guys, but I'll give it to you later.
Cool. No, the only question is, how long do we have until sundown?
A few hours.
Would it be enough time for me to essentially take a long rest?
A long rest?
Yes.
No. You take a short rest.
We have wasted days.
I mean, you guys could long rest and then wake up at midnight and go do it.
I think I don't need a long rest, so I think Mycroft is gonna do prep stuff during that time.
Okay.
Are you guys okay with that? I need to recharge my magical energy a bit.
Sure. A night mission is a night mission.
Yeah.
Alright. You head to bed. What are you
I
doing?
do need to formulate a plan. I will come to all of you when we are ready.
What are you guys doing?
I guess I'm gonna go to bed.
Alright.
And then when I wake up, just catch mage or
What are you doing?
armor again.
Making a plan for next
Same,
game.
we're on the same boat there.
Okay. I'll send you the map, but
Okay.
I want to get to the end to this episode.
Okay.
Cool. So we all wake up.
I'll
Alright.
just have the plan and,
And then
elaborate on it.
As we walk out, I'll like. and
Oh,
my
it's all
cloak-
epic as you guys
and my,
make your way
and my
over.
cloak will.
Yeah. Wait. Oh, dang it. The cloak is billowing.
I do transform into Uncle Ben.
I'll be Aunt May.
2 old people and 2 rogues. Dude, you got like so many spells this game.
Well, I mean, I don't have them.
But you got access to them, like potential access.
They're all really high level.
You guys-
I can also have a cloak of billowing.
What?
Otherwise, the extent of the illusion is up to you. I can just falsify a billowing cloak.
You guys make your way down over to the villa with plan intact and ready to go. It's dark at night. The street is completely cleared out as you make your way over. And as soon as you begin to make your way over, the
My
Nimble detector goes off.
Fuck.
And that's where we'll end
Nice.
tonight's game. So, thanks for joining us, guys. We'll be back next episode. Hopefully, should be up next week. Thanks for joining us.
We didn't do any of this. Easy Roller Dice, merch
Yeah.
store.
Easy Roller Dice merch store. It's
Nice.
mostly just a recording, but it's okay.
It's
Yeah,
at
check
the
it out.
end.
Check out Easy Roller Dice, I guess, and
Woo!
use the promo code.
Do we have a merch store yet? Do we have merch yet? You guys
Arcane
have a merch
Arcade?
store. Yeah.
I
This-
mean, no.
We can. We got the XP level 3 stuff also.
Mhm.
That'll work.
Maybe someday
Alright.
if you guys want it.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah, we
someday
do.
we'll. The Arcane Arcade logo is pretty cool. So hey, when this goes up, maybe we'll have enough.
We got,
Just
like,
tell us
3
in the
different
comments
types
if
of
you want
Totally.
Arcane Arcade merch. I guess.
See you guys next episode.
Bye. That's the end.
That's the end of the stream.
Let me shake my sriracha chicken for the ASMR. Okay, is tossing salad sexual or is it like beating the shit out of somebody?
It's sexual.
Mm-hmm.
Eating
I've
out
never heard
someone's-
that before.
Doesn't it sound like you're beating the shit out of somebody?
Pasta salad?
Yeah.
Tossing
No.
someone's salad?
You know what it means, right? Alright, it means that you're eating someone's butthole.
Oh, that's
didn't
right.
even know
That's
that.
where I've heard that before, yeah.
Oh, because it's food.
What?
Food was in there.